Hey Ben, I just stumbled upon your YouTube channel, and I have to say, the content on it is absolutely disgraceful. How could you throw away your university studies to engage in such repulsive activities?
Well, look who it is, the old man himself. So, you finally discovered my YouTube channel, huh? Quite a shock, I bet. Are you actually interested in it? The content I create is groundbreaking, and the viewers are incredibly captivated by it. You call it dirty content, simply because you're still bitter about me not obediently following in your footsteps and becoming a successful lawyer like you, am I right?
No, that's not what I mean, Ben. We've had countless discussions about this matter. When you were a child, you always admired the image of a lawyer standing up for justice in the courtroom. I believed that was your dream. But as soon as you announced your decision to drop out of school and pursue your passion for YouTube, I supported you. However, it's just that the content you produce is utterly disturbing.
What exactly do you define as unhealthy content, pray tell? You're just grasping at straws to try and force me to abandon my passion. Don't you see the overwhelming response from the audience? They crave more of my videos. I'm on my way to becoming a celebrity.
Do you honestly believe that's acceptable? Fine, let's talk about the content on your channel then. The 24-hour challenge to live like a dog in a doghouse? Is that really the level you're stooping to? Subjecting yourself to degrading and animalistic behavior just for shock value? And what about the challenge of eating noodles cooked in the toilet? Do you not find that utterly repulsive and unsanitary? Your content can have a detrimental effect on viewers, especially younger ones. Is that the legacy you want to leave behind? A trail of disturbing and harmful videos?
Oh, come on! Don't act like I'm corrupting the youth with my videos. It's not my responsibility to babysit the audience. They have the choice of whether to watch or not. Besides, there's an age restriction on my content, so it's not like I'm targeting young kids deliberately. If parents can't monitor what their children watch, that's their problem, not mine.
I've read the comments from viewers, and many have described your videos as truly disturbing and sick. The people who encourage you to create more are nothing but sick individuals who derive pleasure from watching you subject yourself to such torment. I wouldn't have an issue with you pursuing your passion if it involved creating content that was sound and wholesome.
How utterly mundane! Are you implying that all the sane content creators out there are incapable of achieving fame anymore? Don't you realize that in today's world, the more outrageous and shocking the content, the more people will flock to watch it? What a narrow-minded, ignorant old man you are. The more they curse and criticize, the more attention is drawn towards me, and naturally, my videos will gain more views due to their morbid curiosity. And of course, I'll be swimming in more money than I can count.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Are fame and money all that matters to you? Have you completely lost sight of what's truly important? Creating content that degrades yourself and promotes disturbing behavior is not the path to success, Ben. It's a shallow and short-lived pursuit that will ultimately leave you empty and hollow.
Spare me your lecture, old man. You're just jealous because you never had the courage to pursue your own dreams. You settled for a safe and predictable career as a lawyer. But I refuse to be confined to a life of mediocrity. I'm breaking boundaries, pushing limits, and capturing the attention of a generation hungry for excitement. I'm not going to let your outdated notions of success hold me back.
Outdated notions? What about integrity, self-respect, and the impact you have on others? Do those things hold no value to you? You may be gaining attention, but at what cost? Is it worth sacrificing your dignity and polluting the minds of your viewers just to chase fleeting popularity?
You just don't get it, do you? The world has changed, Arthur. Shock value sells, and if I have to push the boundaries to make a name for myself, then so be it. The viewers want to be entertained. even if it means witnessing extreme and controversial acts. I'm giving them what they want, and they keep coming back for more.
But at what price, Ben? There's so much more you could contribute to society, and so many positive ways you could channel your creativity and passion. Don't let the allure of fame blind you to the potential impact you can have for good.
Impact? Who needs impact when you can have millions of followers and a fat paycheck? You're stuck in the past, Arthur, clinging to outdated ideals of what constitutes success. Well, I refuse to be held back by your narrow-mindedness. I'm forging my own path, and if that means ruffling a few feathers along the way, then so be it. I won't let anyone, not even you, dictate how I should live my life.
I can see my words are falling on deaf ears. I'm speechless.
Oh, Arthur, you just gave me a new idea for the next video. It's gonna be so much fun.
Ben, what on earth is going on? Why was my law office vandalized this morning, and people came to harass me, claiming it was because I yelled at them? I reported it to the police, and during my testimony, they mentioned something about your YouTube channel. They said your latest video accused me of cursing YouTube viewers and crushing your dreams of becoming a YouTuber. What is all this madness?
Well, if it isn't the old man finally catching up with my latest YouTube video titled, "My Toxic Dad Shatters My Dreams and Insults YouTube Viewers." It's causing quite a stir, you know. Look at those views climbing up, already reaching 1 million. My other videos pale in comparison. This is the direction I'm taking now.
What? Ben, I never said anything like that. How could you create such a deceitful video?
Oh, it's simple, old man. I just needed a few screenshots of our text conversations, a little bit of editing magic, and voila! I uploaded a video where I play the helpless victim, shed a few crocodile tears, and portray you as the heartless antagonist. People eat it up, believing every word. It's all about manipulating the narrative, you see.
No, Ben. You can't create hateful content with fabricated information like that. Plus, this video is greatly affecting both my work and personal life. You cannot exploit your parents as a means to gain views and attention. I demand that you delete that video immediately, or else I will report your channel, and YouTube will undoubtedly take action by deleting it.
Oh, spare me the lecture, old man. You think I'm going to delete a video that's gaining traction? You say it inconveniences you or taints your precious image? Sorry to burst your bubble, but you're not the center of the universe, in case you haven't noticed.
Ben, I'm giving you one last chance. Delete that video now. It goes against everything I've tried to teach you.
This video is gaining momentum, and I won't let go of this opportunity for fame and success. I'll never delete it just because it doesn't sit well with you. You're just jealous that I'm making a name for myself, while you're stuck in your little bubble.
Ben, your grandma just called me in tears, saying her beloved cat is missing. She's devastated, and I know it was you who took it. Where is the cat?
What's up? What does your cat have to do with me?
Are you still in denial? The camera at your grandma's house captured you grabbing the cat and driving away in your car. She couldn't reach you, so she called me.
What's the big deal? Why are you acting all dramatic? Oh, come on. It's not like I'm hurting the cat or anything. I'll give it back once I'm done filming. Just relax, will you?
What? Are you planning to mistreat animals?
Mistreat? Nah. I just want to conduct an experiment. You know how much that cat hates water, right? I'm sure many people are curious to see if a cat's fur catches fire, will it jump into the pool or just let its fur burn? Don't worry, I won't let it die. If it doesn't jump into the pool, I'll help it along by tossing it in. And then we'll conduct another experiment to see if it can swim.
Oh my God, you can't do that. It's the only thing keeping her company since Grandma passed away. You can't mess with her like this. It's her source of comfort and companionship. How could you be so heartless?
Heartless? That's rich coming from you. You never understood my dreams, and now you expect me to care about some stupid cat? It's just an experiment for my video, nothing more.
That's not a freaking experiment, Ben. It's sickening animal abuse. You can't just play with living creatures for the sake of views. I won't stand for it. Return that cat to Grandma's house immediately and apologize for your despicable actions. No harm should ever come to innocent beings.
Gimme a break! Don't you know the trend these days is to make interesting videos about science and animals? I just got smarter than them by combining the two. This will definitely become a new trending video again. This video will skyrocket my popularity, and I'll be laughing all the way to fame and fortune.
You've become a monster, Ben. I never thought I would see the day when my own son would turn into such a heartless, cruel individual. I'll do whatever it takes to protect that cat and bring you to justice.
Hey, Albert, you won't believe what happened. That old man called the police on me, all because he wanted to protect that stupid cat. He didn't lift a finger to help me when I needed it. I had to walk my sorry ass home because I couldn't afford bail. But guess what? On my way back, I stumbled upon something that would make my YouTube channel explode. Can you guess? Nah, I can't wait for your slow brain to catch up. It's a guy jumping off a bridge. You know what? I filmed the whole damn thing. It's gonna be a viral sensation.
What? Ben? Who's Albert? And what on earth are you talking about? And you actually filmed someone attempting suicide? Are you out of your mind?
Oh crap, I sent the message to the wrong person. Your name and my friend's name look similar, so it was a mistake. Just ignore it. Pretend you didn't see anything.
No, Ben. This is serious. You need to stop this madness right now. Stop posting such harmful videos immediately. Turn yourself in to the police. Give them the evidence and delete that video. It's sickening and morally wrong. You could be charged with aiding and abetting.
You're blowing things out of proportion. What did I do? I accidentally captured the scene, and his image happened to get into the camera lens. I didn't push him or cause any incident that led to his suicide. You're just trying to sabotage my success. You're just scared of seeing me succeed, aren't you? Pathetic. But there was nothing you could do. Because I already posted it online. And look at the shares, the views, the comments. It's skyrocketing.
Ben, I'm not asking for much. Take that video down now before it spreads further. And then record another video apologizing publicly. explaining that it was edited and not a real incident. It's the right thing to do.
What nonsense are you spouting, old man? Why should I apologize for something that isn't my fault? You are becoming more demanding by the day. First, you didn't want me to post self-harm videos, so I changed my content. But then you protested vehemently when I made collage videos that were misleading. Then I switched to making videos of useless animals. You even called the police to come and arrest me. And now that I'm sharing something real, you want me to take it down too? What exactly do you want from me?
All I'm asking for is clean and respectful content that doesn't violate the law or moral standards. It's a simple request, Ben. You're 25 years old now. How much longer are you going to carry on like this? Why have you become like this? From being an optimistic, obedient, and kind boy to becoming a social nuisance like this.
Reason? Who needs a reason when there's fame and money involved? I don't have the time or patience to work hard and slowly build a successful career in a specific field. I want instant fame, and if that means resorting to scandals, so be it. Even if it means having countless haters, it's still better than being anonymous, right?
This is your final warning, Ben. Delete that damn video right now, or I will take every measure necessary to protect the people you've harmed and put an end to this madness. You've pushed me to my limit, and I won't hesitate to do whatever it takes to set things right.
Oh, you think you can intimidate me, old man? You have no idea what I'm capable of. I'm not some naive kid anymore. I've built my own empire, and won't let you or anyone else tear it down. So go ahead, try and stop me. You'll only regret it.
You're playing with fire, Ben. You've crossed a line that can't be uncrossed. I won't stand idly by while you manipulate the truth, spread hatred, and ruin lives. If you don't do the right thing, then I'll make sure justice is served, even if it means tearing down everything you've built.
Justice? You don't know the first thing about justice. This is the real world, old man, and in this world, power and influence are what matter. I have both, and I won't let your outdated notions of morality hold me back. So go ahead. Try to bring me down. I'll rise even stronger.
You're blinded by your own ego, Ben. You've become a monster, willing to sacrifice anyone and anything for your own gain. But mark my words, your reign of terror will come to an end. The truth will prevail, and you'll be left with nothing but the ruins of your own destruction.
Ruins? I'll show you the ruins, old man. I'll show you just how wrong you are. My followers will rally behind me, and together we'll crush anyone who stands in our way. You're just a pathetic obstacle that I'll gladly overcome on my path to greatness.
I never thought it would come to this. I'll fight for what's right, even if it means fighting against my own flesh and blood. Prepare yourself, Ben, because the consequences of your actions will be severe.
Consequences? Heh! I laugh in the face of consequences. You can try to bring me down, but you'll only be fueling the fire of my success. So bring it on, old man. Let's see who emerges victorious in the end.
It's heartbreaking to see how far you've fallen, Ben. I can only hope that one day you'll find redemption and realize the damage you've caused.
Dad, please, I'm desperate here. They're all after me, threatening my life. I can't even step outside my apartment without fearing for my safety. There are these ominous figures lurking around, watching my every move. Every time I glimpse out the window, they're there, haunting me. I'm starving, Dad. I haven't eaten in days. And to make matters worse, I just received a damn court summons. They're suing me, Dad. They want to destroy me.
Then go find a lawyer, Ben. Why are you bothering me with this? Have you suddenly remembered that I'm your father?
Dad, I need you. Please, become my lawyer and defend me in court. YouTube deleted my channel, and I can't afford a lawyer anymore. I'm broke. And on top of that, I can't even buy food to survive.
No, Ben. I've taken on a new case, and I'm swamped with the investigation. I don't have the time or energy to be your lawyer, or run errands for you.
What? Another case? What about your own flesh and blood? Don't you realize they're accusing me of inciting others to commit suicide? Failing to save lives in a life-threatening situation, and a bunch of other charges? There are so many that I can't even remember them all.
And also for spreading harmful information about the victim's family? Secretly filming and completely disgracing the dignity and honor of the victim? Ring a bell?
Yes, exactly. How do you even know?
How could I not know when I'm the lawyer representing the victim's family? In fact, I convinced them to take legal action against you.
How did you find them? Does anyone even know who that person was?
I had to sift through thousands of comments on your video. But eventually, I found an account that demanded you delete the video and publicly apologize in the harshest terms. I noticed her avatar was a picture of a man who bore a striking resemblance to the one who jumped. I reached out to her, and tragically, she confirmed it was her son. Thankfully, someone intervened and saved him, but his condition was critical. He's in a coma. She shared her deep sorrow and disappointment over her son's tragedy being exploited for viral fame. So I've made up my mind to help her in this lawsuit, ensuring that videos like yours never see the light of day again. And I won't rest until the person responsible pays for their actions.
No, it can't be true. You wouldn't do this to your own son.
I'm sorry, Ben. I've made my decision. I've failed as a father, failed to raise you to be a decent human being. My words hold no weight with you anymore. Now it's time for me to make amends. If I couldn't teach you, perhaps the harsh realities of the world will. I'm sorry if I've let you down, but society has to teach you brutal lessons. Then I might lose my son at best.
This is all your fault, Dad. You're the one suing me. How could you do this to your own flesh and blood? I trusted you, but you've betrayed me in the worst possible way.
Ben, I understand that you're upset, but you need to realize the consequences of your actions. You've caused immense harm, and there are real victims involved. I had no choice but to stand up for them and seek justice.
Justice? Is that what you call it? You're ruining my life. You're destroying everything I've worked so hard for. How could you be so heartless?
I've given you chance after chance, Ben. I've pleaded with you to change your ways, to consider the impact of your content on others. But you refused to listen. You've crossed boundaries, hurt people, and violated ethical standards. I can't just stand by and watch you continue down this destructive path.
You don't understand, Dad. This is my career. This is my livelihood. You're taking away everything I've built. And for what? To satisfy your own sense of righteousness? Well, thanks to you, I have nothing left. My channel is gone, my reputation is in ruins, and now I'm facing legal consequences. Is that what you wanted? To see me suffer?
No, Ben. I never wanted you to suffer. I wanted you to realize the impact of your actions and change for the better. It's just, you've made a huge mistake. I can't shield you from the fallout anymore.
Dad, I was stupid at that time. I should have listened to you. But now I see the damage I've caused, and I want to make things right. I'll delete the video of the man jumping off the bridge, and I'll delete any mention of you in my videos. Please, Dad, withdraw the petition against me.
It's too late, Ben. The damage has already been done. You can't simply erase the consequences of your actions by deleting a few videos. The pain you've caused is real, and the legal process has begun. It's out of my hands now.
Dad, please, I'm begging you. I never meant for things to escalate like this. I was blinded by fame and success, and I didn't realize the gravity of my actions. I'm willing to make amends. I'll do whatever it takes to make things right, but you have to give me a chance. I'll apologize publicly. I'll compensate the victim's family. I'll use my platform for good. Just give me a chance to redeem myself.
I wish I could believe you, Ben, but your words hold little value now. The damage is irreversible, and the legal proceedings are in motion. This isn't just about me or the victim's family anymore. It's about the justice system and the responsibility we all have to uphold it.
So that's it? You're just gonna let me suffer? You're gonna let them take everything away from me? I thought you were my father, but I guess I was wrong.
It breaks my heart to see you like this, Ben. I never wanted it to come to this. But it's time for you to take responsibility for your own life. I still love you, even if you can't see it now. Ben's fate was sealed as the court delivered its verdict. The weight of his actions finally caught up with him, and he was sentenced to 7 long years behind bars. The walls of the prison would now confine him, isolating him from the world he once sought to conquer. As Ben's father, the journey has been one filled with mixed emotions and difficult decisions. Seeing my son sentenced to 7 years in jail was a heart-wrenching experience. I couldn't help but feel a profound sense of loss and disappointment, knowing that his actions had led him down this path. However, deep down, there was still a flicker of hope within me. I refused to give up on my son, even in the face of such adversity. While it would be a long and arduous road ahead, I vowed to support him in any way I could, even from a distance. Over the years, I visited Ben regularly, offering words of encouragement and reminding him that he still had the power to change his life for the better. It was during those visits that I witnessed a gradual transformation within him. He began to reflect on his actions, expressing genuine remorse and a desire to make amends. When the day finally came for Ben to re-enter the world, I was apprehensive yet hopeful. I knew that the path ahead would not be easy, but I believed in his capacity to create a new life for himself. Together, we faced the challenges that lay ahead, working to rebuild the broken bonds and forge a new relationship built on trust and understanding. Today, as I reflect on the journey we've traveled, I am grateful for the opportunity to witness my son's transformation. While the road was difficult and the challenges immense, I am relieved to say that our story didn't end in despair.
Hi, Mom. Do you have anything you want to share with me? Hi, Donna. What are you talking about? Nothing much. Everything is the same. Oh, really? So what did you buy at the watch store today? How do you know that I went to the watch store? Were you stalking me? No, Mom. It may be coincidental. Or not. I'm just kidding, Mom. Today I went shopping with my friends, and while chatting in the coffee shop opposite, I saw you stepping out with a gift bow. I thought you bought me a watch because my birthday's coming up. So after that, I went to the watch store to ask what model you bought because I wanted to buy another one to wear double watches with you. But the seller told me that you bought a men's watch model? Oh, I just bought it for my friend. Ah, it seems to be that. So you bought it for whom? Uncle Joe? Yes, that's for him. You know that Joe had helped us a lot since your father passed away when you were a kid. Are you sure, Mom? But I remember that Joe said he hates the feeling of something wrapped around his wrist. You're his best friend. You probably know it better than me, right? Huh? Ah, you won't! So, what do you know? Well, Mom, I know nothing, but I only know that recently you've become happier and smile more, especially when texting someone. You often go out late at night and wear sexy dresses, something you've never done before. So, I wonder if there's any chance you're dating? Well, yeah, I'm dating. It's really impossible to hide anything from you. Yes, I know it. I'm really curious, Mom. Who is he, and what superpower does he have to make you so happy? I know that you've dated several times, but this is the first time I've seen you happy this much. What? What are you talking about? I have never dated anybody else. This is my first time doing this. Mom, stop. Don't try to fool me anymore. I know everything, but I just pretended to know nothing so you wouldn't feel awkward. But with this man, I see you quite differently. Because I feel you are happier now than in any relationship you've ever had. Am I going to have a stepfather? Well, I hope so. Oh, Mom, look at you. You are as shy as a young lady falling in love for the first time. Oh, come on, Donna. Don't tease me. I'm afraid people won't accept my relationship. Oh, hey, don't care about others. They know nothing about you. I'm always supporting you with your love, as long as your love is not illegal or morally wrong. He's not having an affair with you, is he? No, he has never been married. Oh, whoa, Mom. You found an ideal man. But then, what is there to be afraid of? Just do whatever you want with him. Whoever he is, you won't object to me, right? Yes, Mom, you have my word. Thank you, Donna. So, when will you introduce your love to me? Are you sure that you want to meet him? Of course. We are going to be a family soon. I want to know more about him. So I guess it's time to tell you everything. Can you come over to my house this weekend? We will have an outside barbecue party. Yeah, that sounds great. I'll be there. Oh, I need to go to the salon now. Bye, Mom. Can't wait to meet my future stepdad. Okay. I hope you can still be happy like this when you meet him. Have fun, my dear. Mom, what the hell was going on there? This is just a prank, right? How can Henry be your boyfriend? You know exactly who he is. Donna, calm down. That is just the past. And I didn't like your actions earlier. I didn't teach you to be that way. Mom, he is my ex. My ex! Who in the world can stay calm when her mother brings her ex-boyfriend in front of her face and introduces him as her mother's new boyfriend? Oh my God. Mom, please tell me this is a dream. Even so, you couldn't go crazy and smash things and walk away like that. Do you know that because you threw the wine glass, it broke and cut Henry's leg? His leg is bleeding now, and all you can do is get mad at me. What the hell? I'm extremely upset and miserable, but all you can do is criticize me because I'm upset that you're dating my ex? What is wrong with you? You know what he did to me. Oh, you're taking it too seriously. Let bygones be bygones. Mom, please listen to me. Please break up with Henry. He doesn't deserve you. There are many other great men out there who would admire you more than he does. But I don't want any other great man. He's made me the happiest woman in the world. Why do I have to break up with him because of his past? I don't care about it. Besides, you promised me that you would never oppose my romance. No, Mom, that's different. You can date anyone out there except for Henry. That's morally wrong. Totally wrong. Also, how can a young guy and an old woman be in love? Look at him and look at you. What kind of love is that? What? You mean that I don't deserve to be loved if I'm an old woman? You have gone over the limit, young lady. No, that's not what I mean. It's not about the age gap. It's just about him being my ex, Mom. I definitely won't support your love affair. You need to break up with him before things go too far. I've had enough of this. I don't want to continue pretending to care about you anymore. I will marry Henry, and you have no right to force me to break up with him. You're just a little worm. Mom, is that you? Why are you acting so weird? You've always protected me. But now, why are you treating me like this? Just because of an outsider? How much Henry has hurt me, you know best. Whenever he and I fought, I always came to you to confide. He even filmed my hot scenes and posted them on the school's website, causing me to be depressed for a long time. Hey, Donna, it wasn't his fault. It was you who agreed to film that video with him. And he didn't post that video on your school's forum. What are you talking about? I don't get it. How can you know for sure that Henry didn't post that video? Did he use sweet words to trick you into trusting him? Don't be fooled by him. He's not as good as you think. He's definitely approaching you to harm you as he did with me. No, silly. He didn't say anything. Because I saw it with my own eyes. I didn't think I had to remove my mask so soon. Well, Donna, I guess the good mother play should probably be over. Mom, I don't understand what you're talking about. You make me scared. Oh, you're such a silly girl. Mom, Henry must have forced you to say that to make you and I misunderstand each other and quarrel, right? I know he definitely plotted to do this. Oh, you do bark a lot. Shut your mouth and never say a bad word about my boyfriend. Are you still mistaking Henry for your ex-boyfriend? Actually, Henry and I have been dating for 3 years. But he and I often broke up because of some bullshit. But we still couldn't leave because we love each other too much. What? 3 years? But Henry and I only broke up 1 year ago, and the dating period was only 3 months. How could you know him for such a long time? Still don't get my point? It was I who told Henry to flirt with you. You were his plaything when he got bored. I also told him to film your hot tape. You're such a spoiled brat. He just flattered you with a few sentences and you agreed to let him film you. Oh my god! Mom? Are you insane? How could you do that to me? I'm your daughter! Your biological daughter! Yuck, you were so annoying. I should have sent you off with your father. I'm so regretful I felt pity for you back then. Huh? Didn't Dad have a heart attack and die while driving? It was an accident, wasn't it? You're not involved in that accident, right? No, my dear. Not much. I just helped speed it up by giving him a heart stimulant in his fruit juice every morning. Oh, your father was very old. He would have died sooner or later. So don't blame me. You're a psychopath. You're the killer. No, it can't be like this. This is not true, no! Oh, this must be painful, mustn't it? My poor little Donna. Do you want to go with your father to be freed and feel relief? You want me to die? Why do you want me to die? I did nothing wrong to you. Your presence in this world is the worst. Why did I go through a miserable life while you have everything? Miserable life? Are you out of your mind? You got to live in a lavish mansion and have money to buy luxury things. But now you call your life miserable? That's complete bullshit. Only I have the right to say that. You know nothing about my life, so shut your mouth. I was also a young girl with many dreams and ambitions, but my parents sold me to your father. He was a chauvinist pig. He didn't let me go out of the house or socialize with anyone. Made me hang around in the house all day like furniture. Every night he beat me to relieve his pressure at work, even when I was pregnant. I cried and pleaded with him, but it made him gloomier and more ruthless. No, it can't be true. Don't deny the truth. Haven't you always wanted to know why things happen to this extent? It was those miserable days that made me suffer from severe depression. But instead of crying painfully, locking myself in my room like you, I chose another way. That was to free me from the hell on earth. I had been quietly putting heart stimulants in his morning juice for months and waiting for it to take effect. I thought that after he died, I would inherit his estate and could leave this place. So why didn't you do that? And what does all this have to do with me that you and your lover want to harm me like that? Oh, I would have left if I had the chance. Your goddamn father. I didn't know since he made a will when he died, all the property would belong to you when you turned 20 years old. And since I was your legal guardian, I would be given the right to manage that property until you are 20. And since the lawyer and the court would be watching to see if I abused you, I have had to play the role of a good mother for the past 14 years. Do you know how tiring it was? So why don't you just continue acting and choose to close the curtain now? Because I don't want to be your unpaid nanny. I want my money back that should have belonged to me and destroy this disgusting family. You want to kill me? You're so insane. Oh, my dear Donna. How can I do this to my daughter? But I'd be glad if you could do it yourself. I thought the plan worked when I uploaded the video, and you guys would be ostracized to the point of finding a way to free yourself. But it seems I have misjudged you. But what to do now? Your 20th birthday is coming. Oh, I know. Or now, we can make a little deal. I can't believe I've always lived with a monster. What do you want from me? Wow, you're feisty. Now let's make a deal. You will sign an agreement giving all your inheritance rights to me voluntarily, and I will let you live in peace until you die of old age. I'll follow you for the rest of your life if you don't. Sending your hot video to any company you apply to, your husband's house, and your child's kindergarten. Until you get on your knees begging and offering to give out money to me. What a fair deal. You are a psychopath, Gina. I will never make a deal with a demon like you. You will regret your past crimes. Ah! What can you do now? Would anyone believe a mentally ill kid like you? The police will assume it's all your imagination. The police may not listen to me, but they will definitely have to reinvestigate my father's death when his lawyer files the lawsuit. What? Your dad's lawyer? No way. I fired him many years ago. No, Gina. You didn't have the right to fire him. I am my father's heir, so he has also become my lawyer. I know that I inherited my father's property long ago. His lawyer approached me many years ago in silence and told me about that will. He told me to keep it from you because he felt you were not a good person. He also told me my father's death was highly suspicious when you refused to let the police do an autopsy and promptly cremated his body. What? No, it's impossible. My plan can't go wrong. When the lawyer first said he was suspicious of you, I didn't believe him and assumed he was trying to deceive me. But today, when I saw these messages with my own eyes, I understood that you are the really disgusting person here. No, Donna. You must understand and sympathize with me. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just struggling to survive in this harsh world. No, Gina, it doesn't mean you have the right to kill my dad and destroy my life like this. No! Why are there psychiatric hospital cars and police cars in front of my house? What did you do? I gave your confessions to the police and called an ambulance to take you for a psychiatric evaluation. You can't be against the law anymore, Gina. It's time for you to pay for your sins. No! Tell them to get their hands off me! Later, the police found a bottle of heart stimulant with Gina's fingerprints in her bedroom. And along with the confessions I provided, the court sentenced her to life in prison. But because she was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia, she was transferred to a local mental hospital where she had to spend the rest of her life. I visited her a few times, but every time she sees me, she gets mad, screaming, hitting herself, and saying very confusing things. Sometimes, I feel sorry for her fate, but I cannot forgive the crime she committed. I received my father's inheritance, but that didn't make me happy at all. Every time I come back to that lonely house, I'm reminded of the painful memories of the past. So I decided to donate all that money and leave this country to go where no one knows me and start a new life. Things got better, but it still left a long-lasting scar on my heart.
Hey, you! I've been waiting all day to hear from you. How was your pregnancy checkup? Hi, Mom. I'm sorry. I just came back from the hospital and fell asleep. The doctor said that the baby was healthy. Stop talking nonsense. You know what I want to know. Seeing how you avoided me like that, I knew it immediately. It's a girl again, isn't it? Mom, regardless of the gender of the child, it is still my child and your grandchild. I just accept that my grandchild is a boy. How many times do I have to say it again? You are such a bad wife. Your only duty is to deliver a son for my family, but you can't do it. This is already the second daughter. What are you going to do? But Mom, I can't decide the gender of the baby. And whether the baby is a boy or a girl, it's still your grandchild. This time, gender is not a big matter anymore. What did you say? You mean I'm old-fashioned, backwards thinking, and sexist, right? No, Mom, I never think that. I'm so sorry. But my husband doesn't need a son. He never talked about it. He is my son. What I want is what he wants. My son is the main heir of this big family. He will never have a daughter. I don't want to say more. Get yourself an abortion. You can take advantage of this while your husband is on a business trip and abort it. And then it can be said that you fell down the stairs or hit a car or something. I will testify for you. What? No, Mom. Please don't force me to do that. Only 2 more months until the baby is born. I cannot kill it. Mom, I'm begging you. Don't do this to your grandchildren. You have forgotten your place. You have no decision-making power here. I didn't like you from the beginning. I don't understand how you manipulated my son to make him insist on marrying you. Mom, I beg you. Please pity me. Pity your grandchild. Don't make me have an abortion, please. You can treat me as badly as you want, but please, don't harm my kids. Hey, have I treated you so badly? I don't remember it that way. I have always cared for and pampered you and your stinky little daughter. You are so ungrateful to say that to me. I've given you two a place to eat and sleep. That's already too kind to useless people like this. I'm so grateful to you, but... But what? Are you expressing your dissatisfaction to me? Don't I just ask you to do all the housework? You don't have a job. You don't make any money. Shouldn't you do something like that to repay me? No, I never mean that. Or do you still think it was because I tripped your foot and caused you to fall, so you had to go to the hospital for a checkup? I already made it clear. My feet were left there before because you walked carelessly and got caught on your own. I'm so sorry. It was my fault. How dare you say I treat your daughter horribly? You mean I abused her? Mom, I don't want to blame you for anything. It's just, my daughter told me that sometimes you would spank her just because she said she liked having a sister. I also saw some bruises, like being beaten with a whip on her legs after she returned from your house. Do you know anything about this? Oh, you cannot believe a single word of the child. Maybe she was so playful that she fell or fought over toys with her friends in class, and she was afraid of being scolded by you, and she made up stories like that. You are a mother. You must care for her, not ask me like this. Yes, Mom, I understood. I will be careful. But the little girl also said you never hug, kiss, or let her sit on your lap. She admires the other children who can play with their grandmother and always asks why you don't like her. I'm afraid that if it continues like this, she will be psychologically affected. So what? After all, she's just a useless girl like her mother. Later, she will only get married and have nothing to do with this family anymore. So why should I waste my feelings on her? Mom, please don't use that word in front of my daughter. And please don't say negative things about the birth parent in front of the kids. If she hears it, she'll think it's all my fault. Like it or not, that's the truth. No one in this house welcomed its birth. If you had listened to my advice about the abortion, she wouldn't have suffered this much, all because you were determined to give birth to it. It's all your fault. Please grant me your forgiveness, that I have suffered enough. From now on, I will no longer tolerate your harsh words towards the children and me. How dare you? Don't have an abortion. I'll kick you three out of this house. This family doesn't have excess money to feed parasites like you. So now, you must have an abortion and give me a grandson. Or you bring your ugly daughter out of this house right now. With all due my last respect, Mom, I will never kill my child. You don't have the right to kick me out of this house. My husband and I are not divorced, and we do not intend to be. So technically, this house is half mine, and he won't allow you to do this. Aren't you afraid he'll find out what you did to me and get mad at you? Are you threatening me? Huh! You are very audacious to say that. Don't you keep pretending to be a meekness and forbear daughter-in-law anymore? This is your real face, isn't it? I have always been patient with you until now, not because I pretend, but because I respect you as my husband's mother. But it's fine if you criticize me, but if you want to harm my babies, I definitely can't let it go. Huh? Then what are you going to do with me? Hit me, scorn me, or sue me? Do what you're gonna do. No, Mom, I won't act like that. I just need you to let us live together and never come to my house again. You are not entitled to give me orders. I didn't order you. I just wanted to have a deal with you. Deal with me? Do you have anything worth trading with me? I have your son's belief and love. You know that your son always trusts and loves me. If I showed him the messages you forced me to have an abortion, we all know how he would react. Hillary, you are being ridiculous. You should better not let my son know about this. Fine. I let you give birth to that baby and never touch her again. I will make you have to regret this. Yes, thank you, Mom. I hope you can keep the deal. I promise that no one will ever know about this conversation today.
Hey, Hillary. I heard that you gave birth yesterday, right? How do you feel now? Oh, hi, Mom. Luckily, I had a healthy delivery. The new baby is very cute. Oh, that sounds great. So, when will you go home from the hospital? I think I will come home in the next 2 days. I'm not assured about my daughter. I don't know if she can get ready for the first day of school next week. Oh, you don't have to worry about it. It would be best to take care for your health and the newborn better. Your husband told me that the newborn is not gaining enough weight, so you should stay at the hospital more a few days to monitor her health. Mom, actually, the newborn is... Oh, don't worry about the firstborn. I will take care of her for you in the next 2 days. Really? It's so surprising. I think you've changed. Yeah, Hillary, I think you said it right. Even if the babies are boys or girls, they are still my grandchildren, and I should care about them. I apologize for being so harsh on you earlier. I know you will not tolerate my mistakes, but I hope you will allow me to make up for you and the babies. Oh, Mom, I am very happy to hear that. My daughter will be very excited when she hears about this. Of course I forgive you. I have always wished that we could become a real family. Thank you, my lovely daughter-in-law. Yeah, it's the perfect time to build a true family. I am also very sorry for getting angry and saying bad words to you the other day. I hope you didn't take it seriously. It's okay. I was the one who was wrong first. I was very sorry for forcing you to have an abortion. I really can't believe I would say such cruel words. Fortunately, you did not listen to me. It's all over, Mom. You don't have to feel guilty about it anymore. I'm so curious. What could make you change your mind? I was just thinking about what you said. Indeed, I have not loved my beautiful grandchild before, and I want to make up for that time for her. Besides, I also don't want my son to be bothered when there are conflicts between the two women he loves the most. I believe you don't want that either? Yes, Mom. I believe we can live together harmoniously. Well, I understand. You've just had a baby, so I'm sure you're tired. You just have to rest and remember to stay in the hospital to monitor your health for a few more days. I'll come and take my grandchild to my home. Don't worry. Yes. Thank you, Mom. Hi, Mom. The baby and I had just got home. Thank you for taking care of my daughter these days. Can I ask you to drive her to my home, please? My husband went to the company for urgent issues and I couldn't pick her up yet. Huh? What are you talking about? Your daughter hasn't been in my house for 2 days. I don't know where she is. What? Mom, but you said you would take care of her when I stayed at the hospital. Why don't you know where she is? Besides, it's been 2 days. Why didn't you tell me sooner? Hey, I said I would take care of her, but I said I would only take care of her for 2 days. That's because you stayed in the hospital for so long without hiring a babysitter. Why didn't you care about her? Why blame me? How can you completely shirk any responsibility like this? It was you. You told me to stay at the hospital longer. Oh no, my poor daughter. I need to call the police. I need to call my husband. Hey, calm down. He said he would be home in a minute. My daughter is missing. Should I calm down? No, my daughter. Why do you have to waste time, effort, and money to find her? Who can be sure she is still alive? Gloria, how can you talk like that? You're such a cold-blooded person. If anything happens to my daughter, I will never forgive you. I will curse you to death. How dare you call my name like that? You seem like you're from a bad upbringing. What can I expect from a stupid, poor girl that a single mother raised? Besides, she just got lost while playing on her own. Didn't I purposely throw her out on the street, and you told me I was cold-blooded? So why didn't you tell me earlier? Because you didn't ask me about her. What kind of mother would leave her child to someone else to look after and then ignore it? The kid got lost. That's all because of you. Yeah, you're right. The child is missing because of me. Because I trusted you so much that I gave her to you. Hey, Hillary, calm down. This is not a time to blame one another. Yes, I need to find her. Where did the last time you met her? No, Hillary, I didn't mean you should go to find her. It's just that we can't tell if she's starved somewhere or she's been sold. We shouldn't waste our time looking for it. You should give birth to a new one. I have a feeling you will have a son this time. Shut up! How dare you talk about my daughter like that? Don't you have the slightest concern for my daughter? How could you say such scary things? Even now, do you still want to have a grandson? Didn't you promise not to harm the children and let us live in peace? And I still kept my promise. I promised not to touch you and the newborn baby. Look, you two are still healthy. You are so shameless. You clearly said that you wanted to live peacefully with me, didn't you? Why are you doing this? You are such an idiot. Do you think I'll ever humbly apologize to you? I just did this so you can relax your vigilance and let me pick her up. If she disappears, you'll have to have another baby, and I'll have a chance to have a grandson. What? That's all your plan? Just to have a grandson? It is really scary, Gloria. So what? You can't do anything now. Be obedient and give birth to another child. My grandson can't wait anymore. My husband has already come home. Wait, oh my god. That's my daughter. He brought our daughter come home. What? It can't be true. I dropped her far away from home. Gloria, I really wanted to live in harmony with you, but now it seems that will never happen. My husband said he knew everything you did. No, you are such a liar. You promised not to let him know anything. Yes, I still keep the promise. I am not the one who told him about this. My daughter did. What? How could he find her? I was careful. It turns out he came to the company to pick our daughter up. She said that yesterday you drove her to a park that was very far away from my house and dragged her out of the car and drove away. She cried and called out your name, but you didn't stop. She was very scary. But fortunately, a colleague of my husband's walking in the park recognized her and took her home to care for her. No, it's impossible! My husband's phone was run out of batteries yesterday, so the coworker couldn't call him until this morning. As soon as he arrived at the company, my daughter told him everything. He is furious now. You! It was because of you! Since you appeared, my obedient son has completely changed. If it weren't for you giving birth to 2 daughters, I wouldn't have come to this step. Gloria, you're so obsessive about it. Besides, I never said that the newborn is a girl. What? Really? You mean that the newborn is a boy? Do I have a grandson? Oh my god, it's unbelievable. Why didn't you tell me sooner? I wouldn't have treated you so harshly if I had known this. Oh, my beloved daughter-in-law. Yes, Gloria, my newborn child is a boy, but he is no longer your grandson anymore. What are you talking about? Of course I'm his grandmother. No, Gloria. My husband and I have decided to never allow you to come near, touch, talk to, or even look at our children again. We cannot let our children come into contact with a cruel, autocratic, sexist person like you. No way! You can't do that! You're lying! My son will never do this to me. Actually, this is his decision first. You should feel lucky that my daughter didn't get hurt. We would have sued her for child abuse if she was in pain. No, Hillary, please! Why can't I text my son anymore? He has blocked you already, and now it is my turn. No, please, Hillary, I'm really sorry. Hillary, from the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry. Please let me see my grandson. I promise not to harm you or the kids anymore. Please forgive me. After that, my mother-in-law came to the house to meet and apologize to us. But my husband refused to meet her face to face and sent her away. She cried and begged me to help. But honestly, I couldn't forgive what she did to the kids and me. My husband decided to cut ties with her and move to another place. I heard that when she heard that we were moving, she went to our friend's house to ask for our new location. But no one would tell her. Now I am very happy with my fulfilling life. My husband still loves me and the kids very much. Even though it was a bit difficult at first, we overcame it and are still together.